Hey, what's going on to all my gaming addicts and gamerholics? Welcome back to the Gamers Anonymous podcast, a show all about gaming and other related news to give you that fix to ease your gaming itch. This is episode number 49, and today is July 25th, 2022. I am your host, Trey Turpin, and in this episode, we are going to discuss about what we've been playing this summer so far. We're going to talk about there's like an insider saying that Xbox might be acquiring Netflix next. And then also Discord and Xbox went ahead and announced that Discord is coming to Xbox, and we'll talk about more as well. But of course, as always, I'm accompanied by my brother Shane Turpin. What's going on, bruh?
What's going on, bruh? How's it
Nothing much.
been, man? Long time no see, man.
Yes, sir. Yeah, knowing dang well we just went on a vacation last week. You know what I'm saying? Had a
Yeah.
week-long vacation with the
Well, I was
family. And
saying, from the podcast, that is.
oh yeah, it's been a couple weeks since we last came together to talk about what we love talking about. So I'm just happy to go ahead and give our audience some more content, and I definitely want to talk about what's been going on in the gaming community as well.
Yeah, it's definitely been a minute. We had a great vacation, but I'm glad we're back doing what we love to do. As always, bruh, let's get to it, man. So,
Of
what have
course.
you been playing, bruh? For sure.
Hey, okay, you hit me with the question. I always try to get you with it though. So, but okay, I'll go first this time. So what I've actually been playing, I know a couple games came out. I know we were just talking offline. I know that Stray and As Dusk Falls came out. You were telling me you were playing As Dusk Falls, which I haven't gotten to play yet. But I've been playing on my PlayStation 5 and I've been playing Stray, which of course is everyone's been talking about it. It's an adorable cat game where you play as a cat in this like dystopian future where it's like it's inhabited by like robots, and you're just trying to figure out how to escape the dystopian world that you're in. Like there's an actual outside, which I believe where the cat came from, because you started off outside and then you fell down this hole and then you ended up in this dystopian little town. So you're just meeting, trying to figure out clues on how to escape and if there is a way out and whatnot. It's really fun. I'm not gonna lie, it's a cute little game. It's nothing really. um I know a lot of people are straying away from like multiplayer games just because it's so stressful and sweaty and things like that. This is just a calm and just cool game. You just relaxing. There's a dedicated meow button that a lot of people love hitting, and I can't lie, I love hitting it too. I'm just walking around like meow 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 meow, just hitting a button, just going around. And my son loves it as well. He keeps playing it and hitting the dedicated meow button as well. And we have a cat. Her name is Luna, but we call her Nana. And he calls the cat Nana. Any cat he sees, he's like Nana, Nana. And he just loves playing with it. It's a cute game. I really like it. I see why people enjoy it. It's I do know it's made by like or it's published by Annapurna,
Mm.
which they've been making or at least finding and discovering and putting out some amazing indie games. I'm not gonna lie, like they are top tier when it comes to like independent games or smaller games in general. If Annapurna has their hands on it in some way, it's gonna be a dope game. So of course, they went ahead and published this game. It's really fun. Like I said, it's really cute. My wife loves it. She likes watching me play it, and my son loves it as well. But that's all I've been playing on the PlayStation 5. I've also been playing, of course, still in that EA Sports PGA Tour. Been playing that as well, and that's all I've been playing on my Xbox is as well. I've been playing that. I think I actually completed Halo Infinite, the story. I don't know if I told you guys that last time we did the podcast, but I completed the main campaign of Halo Infinite. I actually enjoyed it. I'm not gonna lie. It like just the what is it? Things that you do in the open world. It's like the gameplay loop. There it is. The gameplay loop of the game. I was actually liking it. It was a typical, you unlock this new base. It opens up other little side missions. You go do those and you rinse, wash, and repeat. I was actually liking that. The gameplay loop is my kind of gameplay loop if it's done well. And it was actually fun doing it in Halo Infinite just because it was something different in a first person shooter game like Halo. So I went ahead and completed that. The story was pretty solid, not gonna lie. Definitely liked it more than Halo 5. But that's all I've been really doing, man. Like I said, we had that little vacation. So we had a little bit of break from the podcast and just gaming in general. That was a lot of fun. And then we came back, and of course, you always need a vacation from your vacation. So I've just been catching up with playing video games and gaming news and stuff. So can't wait to talk about it with you guys. What about you, Shane? What you been up
Man, whoo, sound like you've been playing a lot, man. You done completed a
to?
couple.
No, no, no,
Man.
no, just one, and that was before the vacation. That was before the vacation. So
Well, sure. Well, me, man, I'm not even gonna lie. As you know, due to the vacation, I haven't really got to play much. I played a little bit on vacation,
yeah, you
never miss a
did.
never miss an opportunity game. But wish I could have played more. But I'm still playing at a Plague's Tale. Yeah, I'm still playing that. I'm almost done. I think I'm on the last chapter. I think it's 17. So yeah, I think it's 17
Okay.
chapters. I think I'm on the last chapter. I might beat it tonight. If not, definitely tomorrow. For sure. Uh, also, I've been playing. I jumped on Fall Guys for a little bit just to see if anything was different. You know what I mean? Just popped in, checked it out. It was a little different. I didn't play too much though. A couple rounds. That's about it.
Yeah. Same, same. It's still like they're not offering that much when it comes to
Right. It's just
variety still. Like it's a
right.
fun game, but it's like you just play the same
It's nothing
levels
that
every
keeps
time.
me wanting to come back to it every day, like how Fortnite
Mhm.
used to do. Like,
Mhm.
but I'm
Yep.
not even like that with Fortnite. I haven't played it a couple seasons, and I used to be heavy on it. But
Yeah.
but other than that, I've been playing at as Dusk Falls. Uh,
Mhm.
I've also heard a lot about that Stray. I haven't played it, but I definitely am highly interested because when I seen it when they first previewed it in their showcase a
Yeah.
while back,
Yeah.
I was interested in it then. I thought it was a very unique looking game. You know what I mean? I definitely wanted to see. Who a lot of people. There's not too many people out there that don't like cats, but you have a few. But cats are adorable. You know what I mean? They're lovable. And unless they're mean or they scratch you, or spray all over the place. But that's another topic.
Yeah, right. Oh man. I think you
For
talking
real.
about that zoo incident or not the zoo, the circus.
Yeah,
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 yeah, yeah. Okay.
yeah,
Dang, you just unlocked the memory I forgot about. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, so like, but other than that, like I said, I definitely want to check that out. I'm definitely gonna have to. I got a couple of buddies that's been playing it, and they've been telling me little things about it. So I'm
Okay.
definitely one I want to get my hands on. But mostly here lately, I've been playing it as Dust Falls. I've seen
Mhm.
a little bit of chatter about it, but not really much. It piqued my interest when I first seen it when Xbox first previewed it in their showcase, and I was like, it looks interesting. The story style or the one beat narrative to the whole action. I know you've seen how it's like the visuals play out. It's like one beat. It's kind of fun. It's kind of different. It's different. It's like a
Mhm.
still picture, still movie type thing. You know what I mean? But that kind of got to me at first, but then like after like watching it and getting involved in the story and making decisions and stuff, and then playing with my girlfriend as well,
Mhm.
we fallen in love with the game. Like it's the story is so like we were playing it before we were doing this. Like we played it since we've been home. We were playing it for the past
So
couple
so
hours.
so go
Uh,
ahead. You got me interested in it because like I was interested in it, of course. It's coming to Game Pass. but I didn't have that urge to play it immediately. But with how you're saying, like I want to know, like I don't know much about like the story and what is actually going on. Can you, give me some details, give the
Well,
listener some
see,
details on like what's going on?
right. But the only reason I was onto it so quick is because like I always check and preview, see what's coming soon or whatever. And if it's something
Hmm.
I want, I go ahead and download it before it's released. That way I can go ahead and play it or whatever when it drops or whatnot. But pretty much, I mean, when we get the story of the game, like what it's about.
Like, yeah, what it's about and what's like the gameplay, like what's going on. Just a quick rundown.
Okay, quick rundown. The gameplay, it's like I guess like a narrative driven game or whatever. Like it's a story, and as the story goes along, you have to make choices and decisions. It's up to 8 people. You can play online or couch co-op. Co-op. You also all don't need to have controllers. If you don't have enough controllers, someone can use their phone and
Hmm.
scan a code or whatever and link up to it, and they can play everything, swipe up and down, left or right on their phone, or choose their options on their phone or whatever, which I thought was really neat. So you can get a lot of people to
Okay.
play, and
Yeah, that's dope.
so
So
you
do
just make
everyone
decisions
control one
and make,
person?
huh?
Does everyone control one person?
No, you don't control anybody. What happens is, as the story is going along, questions will pop up, and when they pop up,
Mm.
everybody has a marker, and they get to choose. You choose what you want your answer to be, and everybody can
Okay.
choose their answer. But
So
everybody
it's like a
also
vote.
has, yeah, it's like a vote, right? So then the highest one gets picked, and if it's like a draw, then it'll be a random selection between those two. You know what I'm saying? It'll be those two, and it'll like do 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 do, and then it'll pick one randomly. But there are also these things called overrides, where say you like you didn't like the outcome of it, you could press Y and override it, and then you could pick the choice, and then you could override it and pick the vote. But then somebody can also override you, which is an override battle, which I haven't done one of those yet. But so I don't really know what happens when you do it. But I figure it just challenges your override. I don't know if it just
Yeah.
overrides it or if it challenges or something happens or whatever. But then you make decisions, and then there's points in the game. It'll come up and it'll be like boom, boom, boom. It'll like ask you a question, and it'll be like you'll come to a crossroad. And when you come to a crossroad, like you need to make your decision wisely because this answering this question predicts the story, a drastic change in the story, either one way, good or bad, either way. And there's just different options you can choose. And the whole storyline, it's so far it's crazy. It's about a family. They're going on. They're moving out of state with their kid. It's a man and his wife. They're an interracial couple. He's white, the girl's black. They have a child. She's obviously mixed. And their grandpa's hit the guy's dad is with them. They're driving. They some car wrecks. They end up at this motel, and then some things end up going down. I don't want to tell you too much more because
Yeah,
then
yeah,
it starts
yeah, yeah.
getting to the
Okay.
good stuff. But
Okay.
then, yeah, then the story unravels, and they end up getting into some stuff. It starts getting real interesting. So
Okay.
I don't want to spoil it for nobody, but it. I didn't expect the story to go to twist and turn the way it did, and then get
Mhm.
like they set it off. Like I was like, what is going down? And what who? Like, and then like it has like little flashbacks and it starts telling you like what happened a couple weeks earlier. You play through that part, and you play through that part, and then it's it's
Okay.
it's crazy. There's
Okay. So yeah.
definitely I can definitely see the replay value in it. We're already talking about going back and playing to figure out what would have happened if we wouldn't have did this or we wouldn't have did that. You know what I mean? And the whole time we're
Mhm.
just acting like we're those characters and we're like making our decisions based off that. We're like, oh no, you ain't doing that. No, you snitching. We ain't doing that. Or no, or no, you tried to kill my peoples or whatever.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
off with your head or whatever the case
Yeah.
is or whatnot. But
Yeah.
yeah, you really got to make decisions. Like it's crazy. I'm trying to
Okay.
tell you, if you and your wife play it, I'm trying to tell you, you will be just as hype as I am. You'll be like, we're kind of addicted to it. We're a couple chapters in, so and we're loving it. So I mean, I
We're
can't
gonna have
speak
to
for
check it out.
everybody else, but I like it.
No, we're gonna check it out because it sounded like I was saying, like when you were telling me about it, I was like, kind of sounds like, a Telltale game, like an
Mhm.
interactive game or whatever. And that's what I started telling you about. Like, y'all, if y'all like this, y'all might want to try The Walking Dead, because it's just a similar situation of like like you got to make a big decision, but yet it's like somebody did something that you might have not have liked, and it's like, oh nah, forget you. But then at the same time, it's
Right.
like, like I mean, so it's like, yeah, okay, yeah, you definitely. And
Yeah.
my wife actually, like, we completed uh the first Walking Dead game. So, and that was a good one. So we just haven't started the second one yet, which I heard like the second one is just as good. So we might have to jump into this, and it'll probably revigorate us to jump after we finish this. We definitely want to play with you guys, because I want to see how to be playing with other people.
Yeah, that's what I was
Um,
trying to get y'all on it too. Because I'm like, with more people, I feel like with more people, it'd be even better too. Because you'd be like, nah, I don't
because
want that decision. I wanted to say this right here.
yeah,
No.
but then it didn't go your way. So
Yeah,
yeah,
and then like at the end of each round, like little story, it gives you like an evaluation on like your characteristics and your trait as a person. That it tells you like, oh, you're an honest person, you're family oriented, or you're very loyal. You stick with your guts or whatever stuff like that. I'm like, oh, this it was pretty neat. I was
that's
surprised to
dope.
see that.
That's dope. I'm just it don't matter. I'm always all it is just something ingrained in me. I'm always like being the good guy, no matter what. Like I'm like, yeah,
Mm,
like I started Dying Light 2, and I was like, man, I'm gonna go against my morals, whatever. I'm gonna try to be select the stuff I wouldn't select. It started off that way, but then it eventually was like, all right, yeah, I want to do the right thing. Like, I don't know what it is, so I don't know. I'm like, man, I want to know what would happen if I did the bad thing, but it's just something
oh,
in me that just can't keep up with it.
right.
So, but that
Games
it
and
sounds like,
stuff I can. Like I don't know. We was going hard in this, bro. Like we was making decisions like and then like I don't know,
yeah, yeah.
like I said, we was commenting like it was us. I said, no, man, forget them, man. They tried to do this and they tried to
Is
and
there like
man,
a
like
timer?
yeah, there's a timer,
Okay,
yeah.
okay, good,
And then
good, good.
also while you're watching it, there's like little interactive cut scenes as well. It's not little cut scenes, but like sometimes it'll come up and like something will happen and you like you'll knock over something and have to catch it real quick, or you'll have
Oh,
you have
okay,
to
like a
you have to
like a
mash A.
QTE, quick time events.
Yeah, quick time events. Yeah, there you
Yeah,
go.
yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, like like Shenmue type stuff. Yeah,
Yeah, Shamu, yeah, yeah. Hey,
yeah.
no
Put your
lie,
back on
I was looking into buying, it's on sale right now, the first 2, it's on
word.
sale. I'm like, yeah, I'm thinking of getting it. Yeah, because I seen on the, uh, the PlayStation Plus subscription, or the Game Pass for PlayStation, they got Shenmue 3 on there. So I'm like,
Word.
dang, yeah, because I remember they were supposed to have so many, like that was a game before. I remember when that was the first game we got when we ended up getting the Dreamcast. Like, that shit move was no joke. That was like the first open world where you could pick up anything, look through all the drawers, pick like just that game was the truth. It had like a little arcade in there, but that's going off something else. But
Right,
yeah,
right.
yeah. Quick time, even when I think of quick time events, I think of that game as well. That's like the first game that introduced me to quick time events.
Big
Yeah.
fan.
Well, okay. But yeah, you definitely got me interested in playing that game versus what previously how I felt about it. Just like, have you played that see, I forgot the name of it already. Let me pull it up. But what is it? The Naraka Blade Point?
Oh no, I haven't jumped
Have
back
you
on
get
it, but I was just thinking about that though.
yeah,
That's
because you
funny
because
that
you
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 brought
you
that
you
up.
you had me wanting to play it, and then I
That's funny
played
because
it. So what
I
you
was like,
think
oh,
about
I need
what
to
you
get
think
back. I
about
was
it?
just thinking I need to get back on it. That's
Yeah.
funny. Did you played it?
Yeah, I played it. I ain't gonna lie. I'm really liking it. Like, it's something.
It's all
eh,
right, ain't it?
Yeah,
That's what
it
I'm
is all
saying.
right. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, dang. But what got me though was like I played the first game, and the game was like it was like three, squad of three. So
Right.
I had three other dudes with me. Well, one of them didn't even move, so it was me and some other dude. And then that dude ended up dying because he wouldn't stay with me. So it was just me. Eventually, but I was like, since it was just me, I'm over here, boop, 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 murking everybody, killing everybody, like squads of three. I'm like, what? There ain't no way I'm making it this far, And then it got to the point where I won. And I'm like, now there ain't no way. I'm like, it gotta be something. So and it's like my first game, everything. I'm like, oh no. So I like looked it up and I seen where like I don't know, it was like bots or something like that. So I found out I was like, yeah, that makes sense. It had to have been bots. Well, the next game I played, it was solo. Felt the same way. Like I was just doing so. I think that's what made me like the game more is because I was like, I'm not dying. I'm not learning the hard way. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I was actually getting far in there in the game. And
Right.
it's not like I think it's quicker than like a battle royale of like Warzone or Fortnite. Like you, like bad, like somebody's gonna either jump up on you or you're gonna come across somebody else. And all you gotta do is just make sure you got a good weapon and bink, 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 like knock them out. And like it'd be times where I'm about to die and I'll just run away and I'll heal up real quick or whatever. I'll run away from the storm. Like I think it's a really fun game. I don't think I've come across any like good people. I think I played like 3 or 4 matches and I only died out of one of the matches and I won the rest. Like, so I
So you
don't know
think
if
it's
you've
all
had that. I don't
bots?
know if at least the first to get you in the game. I think so. When you're like a lower level, maybe it has to be like it knows that you've only played a couple games, so they throw in a couple bots here and there or some new people too. But because I'm like, I just feel like people was just doing things willy nilly. But it wasn't until like the last match I played where I actually came across where like people just beat me. Like, but it was I put up a good match too. It was like it was either him or me, and I got the last hit, or he got the last hit on me, and I died.
Right.
Like, so I don't know if you've had the same similar situation or what you think about the game.
I didn't really make it there for. I didn't think I made it there for. I had made it to like right where you play your first match, and I think I played it, and I was like, and I was trash, and
Oh, okay,
I
yeah,
was
yeah,
like,
okay.
yeah, I need to practice more. I need to learn these combos and stuff a little better,
Nah,
and try this again.
total opposite experience. Like I did the little training thing, jumped in. Like I said, it was just me versus squads of three. The three people would come up at me. They'd give me the work, but I'd kill one, boom, 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 knock it. And it was like some nunchuck, bro. If you get not nunchucks, it was like these 2 blades. You get these 2 blades, murk them, bro. Murk them. Like, and I just always try to look for them blades or some nunchucks, something you do something really fast. You'll hit them, and then you take their armor, just like any battle royale. You take their little armor, got the purple joint now. It's like, yeah, now what? And you just running around, jumping from waiting for people on top of the trees. Oh, there they go right there. Jump down, run after them. I actually like it until I guess I get frustrated. Like, man, it's some BS, man. Like, I don't come across like I do at Warzone or Fortnite.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's always some BS coming in because it's like, things ain't go your way. Right now, things are going my way because I guess they're trying to ease me into it before I get into some lobbies with some beast. Because I even looked up YouTube videos about it, and it's like there's like a pro league. Like there's tournaments
Right.
and stuff, and some guy, he's I guess a pro at the game. He was telling me like, just giving me different things like what the different color means when you strikes and when you do strikes and stuff like that. So I was like, yeah, I was like, there is a community for it. And I was like, shoot, I'm actually liking it right now. So I was just like you, like I was thinking like, yeah, I need to jump back into it.
Yeah, that shit was kind of dope. I was
Yeah.
surprised. I was like, yeah,
Hmm.
this is all right. I
Yeah,
don't know. I
right.
don't even know what made me download it. I seen it on there, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna check this out, man. This look like something different. Battle Royale, something I ain't seen before.
Yes, sir.
But they talking about new experiences. Let's
Yeah.
check it out. You know,
Yeah. Yeah. Like I was saying, like I know it's a battle royale, but it's something different that I haven't seen a
why
battle
it's
royale
different
do,
though. It's
you
not
know.
like
So
no other Battle Royale I've seen.
mhm.
Not like that. Not a straight fighting combat ninja style. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's definitely
Yeah.
different.
It definitely is dope. I like it, but of
Sure.
course, you already know. Need to go ahead and jump into the topics. Give the people what they really wanted to listen to hear. Our opinions on these big news topics that happened the past week or
Big
so.
fact.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and jump into the first topic here, which is, of course, there's an insider saying that Xbox could potentially acquire Netflix in the future. All right, so I have a article here that I'm gonna pull up. You already know, had to look into it to give you guys some accurate facts. Um, so let's see here. So pull it up. All right. So here it's an article on Windows Central. It's actually done by the man himself, Jez Corden, published 10 days ago. But there he said, could Microsoft buy Netflix? At least one analyst seems to think so. All right. So this is I'm gonna just give you. He starts to talk about in the beginning of it, pretty much, that Xbox is trying to acquire Activision Blizzard, and what their goal is for acquiring them. Trying to bolster their Game Pass service, and pretty much, he says here that Microsoft predicts will follow how our habits around music and media consumption moved away from retail copies of CDs and DVDs to streaming. So pretty much just like with music and movies, he thinks games are going to do the same. So that's why they're looking into trying to acquire as many gaming studios and things like that to bolster their Game Pass, because they feel like Game Pass is the future, which we've talked about it many times on the show. Pretty much is like this. That's how we're going to be consuming our games here in the future. That's why Sony went ahead and jumped on board as well. All right. So, but
Big fact.
anyways, I got some things highlighted here, so I'm gonna go ahead and just read those off to you. So in the article, Jez goes ahead and talks about, he says, Microsoft is actually teaming up with Netflix per an announcement a couple of days ago. For Netflix's new, more affordable, ad-supported streaming tier, Microsoft was picked as the exclusive ads marketplace and technology partner for the new service. It'll be another feather in the cap of Microsoft's growing ads business, which is no slouch at $10 billion in revenue last year, although it pales in comparison to the likes of Google, up over 160 billion for the same period. All right. So we'll go ahead and so that, and then he also goes ahead and says, in any case, one analyst speaking to Yahoo Finance claimed the partnership betrayed a possible long-term goal, namely an exit for Netflix, which has been struggling to diversify its revenue streams and find new growth as of late. A decline in subscribers saw a mass investor exodus over the past year, with Netflix's share price taking an absolute battering from its peak of 690 points all the way down to 177 points today. Laura Martin, Needham senior analyst, had this to say about the partnership. She said, it could be that Netflix is looking for an exit. Netflix is trying to get closer to Microsoft in hopes that after Microsoft digests its Activision acquisition, it turns and buys Netflix next. Martin reportedly suggests that it's only Microsoft who could foot the potential $100 billion valuation for Netflix once the Activision Blizzard deal closes, while also navigating regulatory approval. For sure, many other companies would be able to grab Netflix, such as Amazon or Google, which already have a large video streaming service of their own. All right. And the article also continues and states, it's certainly an interesting proposition. Obviously, combining the offering of Xbox Game Pass and Netflix into a single service would give Xbox game developers access to tens of millions of potential new users, providing exposure on a level that is simply unheard of with today's Xbox install base. Netflix already offers a few Android games through its service, but getting Xbox games in there as well would certainly go an extra mile towards popularizing the concept. It would also be a huge platform for Microsoft's ad business, giving it access to many millions of more eyeballs than it has available with its current platforms today. Netflix also comes with some high caliber studios of its own, which could lend their creativity to building shows and movies around Microsoft's IP, such as Halo's Paramount Plus show. And while it has seen some mixed reactions, seems to be doing very well for the service. The interaction between traditional media and video game provides a marketing feedback loop that we're seeing more and more companies show interest in, with many big name TV shows in the works for franchises like Fallout and The Last of Us. We could see Xbox Studios tackle franchises like Stranger Things or Squid Games too. I'm sure we'd also see a lot more Surface devices appearing in Netflix shows as well as a result. I can see that as well,
Big
right?
fact.
And he also goes ahead and talks about um, he finally says that could it really happen? He asks us, and then he says, I think in the right circumstances, it potentially could happen, at least on the surface. There seems to be a lot of alignment when it comes to Microsoft streaming and entertainment aspirations. Ooh. Microsoft had some interest in making entertainment during the launch of Xbox One with its defunct Xbox Entertainment Studios, but that was almost 10 years ago at this point. But who knows? I never would have expected Microsoft to acquire Activision either, but here we are. All right. So, Shane, Jez Corden, he went ahead and made some points, you know, just he makes a good point here at the end. Excuse me, where he's talking about how, like, I know I was listening to other podcasts and just listening to my regular people that I listen to on a daily. They were also talking about how, like, it's crazy to think that was Xbox thinking too far ahead in the future when they were announcing the Xbox One, when all they did was talk about TV, and they were trying to just bring more media than just gaming, you know. So he pretty much mentions, like, if that is something, if Netflix is acquired by Microsoft, that's something they'll probably try to look into again. Of course, you see Sony, I think they're doing a God of War show, and they're definitely getting closer to releasing the Last of Us TV show as well. And of course, Microsoft did the Halo show as well. And then I think they just announced that they're working with I think Netflix is going to do a Grounded show. Like,
Yeah, yeah,
so
yeah. I heard that.
so what do you think about, this analyst pretty much saying that this could be something that's possible in the future? Like, what do you think? Do you think it could happen? And if so, tell me your thoughts.
Mm. Uh, I mean, I kind of agree with the statement. I feel like under the right circumstances, I could possibly definitely see this happening, especially if we look at the past and everything that they were their values before, and just continuing on, it does kind of seem to fit the puzzle in a sense, in more ways than one. I mean, you got to think about it. Netflix also has, they got all that content and all that stuff and all those you know studios or whatever themselves to be able to make stuff. My only thing is, I'm afraid, if it did happen, would I want it to happen? I don't necessarily say I would definitely want it to happen. I don't think it would bother me if it happened. I would just be afraid that it would be just too many, like, video game shows, like, and I just don't want them to make every video game into a show and think it's going to work, because it's not. And not, you know what I mean? And not every video game could be a show, and not every show is great, and vice versa. Not every, you know what I mean, video game is great or whatever.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I mean, other than that, that's the main things that I worry about. I mean, but I could also see the benefits in it as far as them being able to help. They could also help, and also because their studios help them, you know, uh, direct movies and stuff. But they could also help them come up with storylines and stuff for games. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, come on, like, it's other stuff. And not only that, Netflix has all these servers and stuff. Netflix has some of the best servers around. You know what I'm saying? Like, when does Netflix go down? And back in the day, it
Never
used to.
really.
But when they invested all that money into them servers, when does Netflix go down?
Rarely. It's usually my internet versus,
Right, versus
Netflix. Yeah.
they went down. Right,
Mhm.
exactly. So
Yeah.
also, I mean, maybe Microsoft could maybe see how they're doing with their streaming capabilities and stuff, and maybe help them with cloud streaming. Their cloud a little bit more. Maybe tweak the little things to be able to work little things, or maybe be able to also use those servers as well for things. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, the possibilities is endless. It's definitely a fit. So
Oh, yeah. So, definitely, I feel like, of course, like the article mentioned, it was like, they're gonna use their ad service or,
yeah,
use their
right. That
ad
too.
more like because bring that to a broader audience. But then also on the gaming aspect, yeah, definitely. I see that. I could see like the TV shows and the entertainment and things like that. But on gaming, it's like, just imagine if this what we're not saying it is, but if they were to acquire Netflix, like how many subscribers does Netflix have? How are they going to merge that? That's like Game Pass subscribers and Netflix subscribers. I know that I'm sure, like, of course, I'm a Netflix subscriber and a Game Pass subscriber, so it's not really going to merge. But people that are only Game Pass subscribers and people that are only Netflix subscribers merge. That's just, you already got that. And then it's like, okay, now you got the Netflix of gaming and you also have Netflix. So you got all the shows, the movies. Like you said, you got a platform where it's like, hey, if you want to watch the new Halo, it's going to be on Netflix. You
Right.
want to watch the new, but then I also understand what you were saying about you don't want all video game property to turn into shows or movies, especially with the history with them not always being that great. Oh,
The
excuse
greatest. Right.
me. Man, been coughing up a lung. But I like I just think it'd be crazy. It would actually be a good fit. Like, that's what I want to ask you. Like, do you think it'd be a great fit if Microsoft did get Netflix? Like, would it bolster Game Pass, or would they treat it separately? Like Microsoft just has Netflix, they'll keep them separate. They won't include it into, like, merge it with Game Pass or any of their subscription. There wouldn't be another tier of Game Pass or maybe a tier of Netflix. Oh, if you pay this much, you also get access to Game Pass on console or something like that. Like, would this be, if it were to happen, would it be a good thing, or how do you see it happening?
I see it as a good thing. Me personally, uh, for them and for us. I mean, because at the end of the day, I would hope they would just bring it all together as in one. You know what I mean? They might try to keep it separate, but it may make more sense to keep it separate because they're already two separate entities or whatever. But I just think about all my content in one place, like how they were envisioning, the Xbox One when it first came out. You know what I mean?
Yep.
All my
Yep.
content in one place on whatever device I wanted to be on, wherever I wanted to be, however I want to, whether I want to play a game, watch a movie, watch this, watch that, binge, whatever the case may be, or even in music and all that too, as well. You know what I mean? Just all my content in one place. I just feel like if they could do that, you know what I mean? That I just feel like that would be crazy.
Yeah, I agree. That's why I brought it up, because that's initially what I thought. Like, I know Game Pass is the future for Xbox. That's their, or at least the Xbox division in Microsoft. That's like the main thing that they're trying to do. So with them adding Netflix, like, why wouldn't they make a tier or a
My
subscription?
only thing is that another thing I would be worried about is I'd be worried about them growing Netflix or how they would handle it. Period. Like,
Hmm.
because why is Netflix in a position where they want to sell like that? You know what I mean? Like, why are they looking for an exit? Because I know
Yeah.
they have been struggling with their growth and whatnot, and with users. Oh, and did you hear about the fee that they're about to add?
No, tell me about it, because I've been seeing where a lot of rumblings on Netflix trying to do like a ad
They're
version.
adding a second home fee.
Okay, so yeah, I seen where that's what they're trying to do to prevent people from password sharing, right?
Yep, and they're already doing it. They're rolling it out somewhere else starting soon. I seen it on some uh, show or whatever. Uh, but they're starting it somewhere. I think somewhere crazy like the Philippines or something. Oh, it was somewhere crazy like that first, like somewhere overseas first, testing it out there, and then they're gonna roll it out other places. But they plan to have it rolled out everywhere by 2024 or something like that, or
Yeah,
something. I
yeah.
forget so long or whatever. I forget.
So
But
do you
anyway,
know how it's gonna roll? Like how they just gonna
yeah,
look at the IP, know it's at a
how it
different
works.
address?
It's okay. Yeah. So what it does is, I believe it works like you sign in you sign in from a place or whatever, and I guess that's your home or whatever the IP or whatever, and then like you can sign in from other places. Like so, if you go on vacation somewhere and you can go
Mhm,
somewhere and you sign in, cool. You can it was like you can sign in a place once. I think it was like uh, once one time
mhm.
in a I think it was like in a certain amount of the time or whatever. But if you sign it in there again, then it counts that as a second home pretty much. So like I'll get
Mm,
4 weeks. So like say I go on vacation and I get a new IP play, I sign in and get a new IP, it'll let it work for about a week.
yeah,
Then
yeah.
after that, if I try to keep it going after that and sign back into my account, I guess it'll kick you out after a week or whatever. After that, it's gonna try to add it as a second home. Or if you go somewhere twice in a year or something like that. It was something like that. It was something
Mhm.
like
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
if you go to the same place twice and you try to log in, it'll charge you. Or if you go to the same place once and stay there so long, it'll charge you. You know what I mean? After
Mhm.
being there so long or whatever,
Yeah.
something to that effect. And they were talking about how I can already see that like me getting overcharged for having an extra home, and I'm really not even having an extra home just by like, say you take a business vacation, some like say you come visit me 2 3 times a year, and when you're up here, you want to use your Netflix up here or whatever on a spare TV or something. Boom, they're gonna charge you to two, but it's only $2.99 per extra device.
I mean, I see like I'm not for of course, you know what I'm saying? Like
I
I
didn't
think I like
explain it the greatest either,
no, no, no,
so
no, 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 no. I think you
you should
did.
have
I
probably
understand what
pulled
you're
it up.
saying. Yeah, yeah. I mean, we could probably pull it up because this is the first time I'm hearing about it because I know they were looking into it. I just didn't know how they were going to go about it. And I can actually see, that being some that makes sense. Like, because I feel like it's probably just like your Xbox, like this is your home console or whatever. And then if you sign in anywhere else, it knows that it's not your home device or your home. Wow, I'm sure it's something in your Wi-Fi, gotta
Right,
be.
it's not your
You know what I'm
IP,
saying?
right?
It's not, yeah. So it's like if you go somewhere else, like you said, it'll probably be limited, like a week or what have you. But it's like maybe you use it for over a month. They're like, oh, this is a second home. Like
Right.
299, boop, it's going to charge you 299 versus now. This is where like you were saying, you don't know how they're going to do that. Because what if, like you said, you're on a business trip? What if nobody signed in at your primary home and then you go on business for a couple months? You know what I'm saying? And you start
I'm
you,
not. No, it's still 2.99 fee because that's not your. That's an
but
extra home on your account.
mm, but I know if you like, what if you do change your home and you move
Now, I'm
somewhere
sure
else?
you have to go in there and change it somehow. I'm sure you're gonna
Yeah,
have to go in there and change it.
that's what I'm saying.
Right.
You could probably this is yeah, exactly. So I'm pretty sure that's what you would have to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If for some reason, like, you live here,
You
but you're
should have
going on
just pulled
vacation.
it up so we could have gave the facts, boy.
The facts, yeah, 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 exactly. Yep. We're just speculating at this point. Don't take it for where, but it's good that. So my main thing before we move on is, how do you feel about it? Because I know a lot of people are fed up with Netflix, and I know I myself, like, to be honest, I'm not gonna lie, I couldn't live without it. if I had to choose one streaming service that you could stick with for the rest of your life, you can't get anything else. I was like the minority and said Netflix. So I want to know how you feel, and I don't mind them trying to get them. I understand it. Like,
I'm not
shoot,
tripping over the password sharing stuff and all that. I understand why they're cracking down over that because it is rampant. I'm sure. I know a lot of
mhm,
people that do it. I know a lot of people, you know what I mean? So I definitely get it. They deserve their money. They're putting all that money to make that content. And they're investing a lot. So I get it. The thing I wish they would do is I just wish they would like have tiers and be like 2 people, 3 people, 4 people, 4 devices. Leave it at that. Like
that's what
and just
isn't
make
that what they currently have?
right, yeah, right. But like,
It's just way too
but
expensive. That's
I mean
my
they do
only
that, but
complaint
they don't target it towards the devices. They target it towards how many people can get on at
at the same
once.
time. Yeah, yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah.
So you could put 100
Mhm,
devices on it. It's just everybody's not on there, all at the same time. So as long as we all
mhm.
manipulate what times we're on there at the time of the day, 100 people can have this account.
Yep, yep.
You get what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So they
Yeah,
just need to
yeah,
do.
yeah,
I feel like they should just do it per device.
yeah.
Like you
Mhm.
get 3 devices for this amount. If you want to add an extra device, it's this much. It's $2.99.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm sure
You
they'll
get what I'm
figure it.
saying?
I'm sure they'll
I feel
figure it
like
out.
that. I
'Cause
just feel like that would be better because then you know what I'm saying. You could count that everybody as users, and you can also if somebody do want to add somebody extra, at least you're getting the $2.99.
yeah, exactly.
And
That
you can
makes sense.
only let people only add so many extra devices though. You can only have the so many before you have to buy a whole nother account. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? You can only add
exactly.
2 or 3. You know,
I
you only
mean
have up to 6 devices total or 8, whatever.
I mean, maybe,
But
yeah, I feel like that's a good idea. I just feel like nobody's paying no $20 a month and then wanting to pay $2.99 extra. You
but
know what I'm saying?
but
So
but yeah, but if you're paying $20 a month for 4 devices for $20 a month, and if you want 5 devices, you got to pay $2.99 for every device after that. What's the
that's still
harm in that?
cheaper. Yeah, yeah,
What's the harm in
for
it?
sure.
The 4 devices should be enough for any family. I feel like
You right. Okay, I
every
like that.
kid don't need it on their cell phone. Every kid don't need it on their, you know what I'm saying? This device, this device, this device. That's it.
Okay, I ain't arguing with you because I'm with Netflix on this. I know a lot of people are against them, so
I
I'm with
mean,
them
I
on
just feel
this.
like that would be the simpler way.
I just but did you
But
hear anything about the like the ad supported? I think it was supposed to be like just a cheaper version, or is it supposed to be free with ads or what?
I haven't heard anything about that one. I haven't heard anything. I doubt it's free with ads. I'm sure it's cheaper with ads.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what it is too. But okay. All right, so
But I
yeah, that's
mean,
definitely
they might as well get into. They might. I don't mind them making ads. Every other one does it, just about.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
they do. They really do. They just about and if not, it's like I see Netflix do have way more content than most of these things. So like
All
people are
right,
comparing it to Disney Plus. A lot of people love Disney Plus, and I'm like, they're like
all
Disney
right.
Plus is $5.99 a month. You know,
Yeah, but Disney Plus been sitting on all this stuff they got most of it for a long time. Like, you know what I mean? A lot of that stuff they got is properties they've had for a long time now.
yeah, yeah, I know what
Granted,
you
they
mean.
are
Yeah,
making some new stuff and they are putting some new stuff out there and they do have some newer things out. But most of this stuff was already in the works before they thought about putting this service together. So
yeah, yeah, yeah.
they just had this stuff in the vault, not doing nothing with it. It wasn't collecting them no extra money except for whatever plays they was getting on TV or whatever movies people was buying here and there. That's all it was getting. They
Mhm.
threw it on this service and it started
Just
bringing
made
them in
yeah,
more money. So
yep,
it's benefiting them. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like, but they don't have nowhere near as much stuff. I feel like it's still as Netflix.
Okay.
I still feel like the
Yeah, no,
catalog
no, yeah,
Netflix is
they
cool.
definitely not, but people are saying it's not
It's
about like with
comparable, right?
Netflix, yeah, it's like quantity over quality at this point.
Right.
So man.
But I mean, you got to think Netflix was starting off with everybody else's stuff, and then
Yeah,
they
they
was like,
were.
"Oh, let's start making our own stuff," and they
Yeah,
just
it was
started
like
getting.
what I forgot what year. I want to say like 2015. Not
I
even.
don't
No, no, no,
know,
no,
but
no. It
then
was before that. It was before that.
they just started like ramping it up heavy. You know what I mean? Like
I,
at first they was baby stepping into it. Now
yeah, it was only
they
like 3 shows. I remember it was like House of Cards, Hemlock Grove, and some other show.
right.
And it was just rocking with them 3 shows. Then they started. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like they doing a lot. But I do know it seems like they need to do more because I have been hearing ever since Netflix started, they've been investing way more money than they're actually gaining or getting back. Like they still haven't, started making profit off of Netflix per se. From what I remember hearing last, like you said, I need to pull up all these articles. I didn't know we was going to talk about full-fledged Netflix, so I would have been a little bit more prepared. But yeah, I'm
Yes,
with
sir.
Netflix. I like them. I like their content. They got something for everybody. You know what I'm saying? I do. Their pricing is a little ridiculous in my mind, which I understand, like you said. And
It's
then,
not that bad. I mean,
um, and then like some show, like
anymore
they'll
I be
start a
crying
show.
though.
Yeah, right. Anymore. I'm crying now. And then it's like some shows, it's like they have a lot of like one seasons. Like I wish they would sit back and be more selective with like their shows and stuff like that. Cause it's like a lot of shows you'll be like 2017, one season. And it's like, dang, they canceled it. They ain't even, want to do nothing. Like I'm sure there are some people that did like it, but just not enough people liked it.
Nah, that's people like it for them to invest in it. I mean, you can't be mad at them for that.
Yeah, for at least trying. That is another thing. Like a lot of people are coming to Netflix to create things that other people won't green light. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
they're taking a risk. But anyway, that's another topic for another day. We're going to move on to our last topic. We kind of running up the time here, so let's see here. But yeah, definitely, I could see this happening, but I just think it's too soon. Like you said, let them focus on getting Activision Blizzard, working on that, and then if Netflix is really serious about it, or if this analyst really knows what they're talking about, we'll see, man.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I definitely think it'll work one way or another. I feel like definitely pump the brakes on it though. It's definitely not what we want to be having currently at this moment. I definitely no, definitely don't think it's the time for it. I mean, they definitely got to wait till after the Activision thing goes through or whatever. So, but other than that, I hold off. Definitely, I'm in no rush for them to do this. Either way, I feel like it's a gamble. It could make or break both of them, Netflix or them. You know what I mean? So
Mhm. I agree. I I agree totally. So yeah, so that was definitely went ahead and talked about Xbox could potentially acquire Netflix. So now we're going to go ahead and move on to our last topic, which is um, Discord is coming to Xbox. All right,
okay,
man, I'm trying not to cough.
I want to get
Oh
that
man,
checked out, man.
right? Yeah, I ain't worried about it. I'm just sitting here coughing, and I keep tasting the ramen that I had not too long ago. Like it was good, but it's not good at this moment. All right, and I ran out of water. So my apologies. All right. So here it is. I got an article for you guys. Another one talking about this announcement that actually happened a couple days ago. All right. Boop. Oh, my bad. Bam. Here we go. All right. So this is an article on from theverge.com. Let me see here. So this is an article pretty much a couple days ago, or yeah, it was definitely a couple days ago. Xbox went ahead and announced that Discord is coming to Xbox, which is kind of crazy because nobody thought this was going to happen after like a year or two ago, when I think Xbox was going to buy Discord, and they had a conversation and then it just didn't go through. And then shortly after that, PlayStation went ahead and I guess started investing in Discord. So they became an investor. So we're like, oh, it's going to come to PlayStation, Xbox. There's no chance Discord is coming to Xbox. Well, from what it sounds like, it looks like it came to Xbox before it even came to PlayStation. So, so I'm gonna go ahead and read what this article is saying here. So pretty much the article is saying that it's finally happening. Discord voice chats are coming to Xbox consoles. Starting today, Xbox insiders can test this new integration, allowing you to connect to Discord calls from an Xbox One or Xbox Series X console. While this isn't a Discord app for Xbox, you'll be able to transfer calls from the mobile Discord and Xbox apps to your Xbox console and chat to your friends with your regular Xbox headset. First, you'll head into the parties and chat section of the Xbox dashboard and scan a QR code on your phone. This will open up the Discord mobile app, and then you'll link up your Xbox profile to your Discord profile. Once that's done, you'll see a new transfer to Xbox option when you go to join a call on Discord mobile. Hit that and you'll be transported into the mobile Xbox app where it transfers the call to your Xbox console. All right. The article also states that on the Xbox dashboard itself, Discord calls are neatly integrated into the part of the Xbox dashboard where you normally find the parties and chats feature. In a Discord voice call, you can see all your Discord friends that are currently in the call, adjust volume, and disconnect from a call directly from the Xbox dashboard. The Xbox dashboard will even prompt you to try the new Discord integration if you haven't set it up before, and lead you through the process of connecting up your accounts and bringing calls onto the Xbox. What you won't be able to do is text chat, though. There is no support for Discord text channels, as this is strictly for Discord voice calls. Still, many Xbox users have been waiting for years, dreaming of joining their friends in Discord calls, and this will certainly help bridge the gap between PC gaming and Xbox even further. You can try out the new Discord voice calls on Xbox if you're a member of the Xbox Insiders Alpha or Alpha Skip Ahead rings today. It will be gradually rolling out to more Xbox testing rings in the coming weeks, followed by a launch for all Xbox owners in the coming months. All right, so you already know, Shane. I'm going to go ahead and shoot it your way. Like, do you use Discord? Is this something that you think is the best thing to happen so far? Because I know a lot of gamers have been wanting this. I dabble with Discord, but I'm not like a super duper fan as of yet. Maybe this will help me get into Discord more because I primarily play on Xbox.
I like Discord, man. It's like, I mean, it's like what, Twitch or whatever, pretty much. I've dabbled with it. I mean, except for like, it's for like, that's what everybody used to talk and to chat and show everything, right? Pretty much.
Yeah. Pretty much. It's like it's like a Reddit a little bit to me.
Okay, like a Reddit.
From what I've been using it for. It's like you can do voice calls and chats, and you can make like a Reddit list or whatever, like a little stream or whatever they call them. Like
yeah, right, but I know a lot of people use it to, like, when they stream and stuff, to talk to people and invite everybody to Discord.
That's what they're saying, because you could be on any platform, like, or you could be on PC, and then you're talking to anybody.
Yeah, man. Like I said, I haven't dabbled with it. I've downloaded it on my PC actually, because I was going to do one and open one up. I just never created one. I actually have it on my phone as well, and but I just never dabbled with it so much. Or whatnot.
Yeah.
So
me either, but I know this was
as far as from what everything I hear and from everything I see, I think it's a plus, man. I'm glad, because now that means I can be on my Xbox and like be watching people doing stuff and join their Discord and be able to interact and communicate. Because I watch a lot of videos, live videos and stuff on YouTube or whatever, or whatever. And a lot of people were like, "Yeah, join my Discord and this is
Yep.
joining the Discord, this and that, and whatever." So definitely,
Yeah, kind
definitely
of.
sounds like a plus for sure. I don't see why this would hurt. And if people's been wanting it, it's obviously a reason, you know. So
Hmm.
definitely, I think it's a plus, plus, plus.
Yeah, I've been wanting to use it more. I actually joined a gaming Discord group chat or for podcasting. Um, I kind of fell out of it a little bit though. But it was very helpful. It was a lot of people. They were just, giving out information and like just promoting their podcast and things like that. So it's kind of like a group, like a chat room, which I feel like the Gamers
Yeah,
Anonymous would benefit from having a Discord,
big fact.
because they can have a group and like everybody could communicate pretty much. It's like a community, like we all can communicate in this chat room and just talk together type deal. So that's on that
So what
note.
is
But
it?
then
It's a
all
chat room, like just that. This is, I mean, like a. It's just gaming based, like a gaming based Reddit, pretty much.
it can be anything. The Discord,
Anything
anything. Yeah, anything. It just reminds me of like Reddit, as in you can make like a page, like a
message
room,
board.
and everybody, yeah, and
Yeah.
everybody just talks about it, and it's like a group, like maybe like a group chat, pretty much,
Right, right. Pretty much,
like
yeah.
a chat room.
Right,
Yeah,
pretty
so
much.
that's what I've used it for. But like you said, I know a lot of people use it. They use it. People use it for their podcast. You know, like they use Discord in their podcast. On That's how they do their audio, or people do it to communicate with their fans and just the community. And like in this case, I know I had a buddy. I was playing with him on Halo, and he was on PC, and he was like, "Yeah, do you have Discord?" And I'm like, "No, I got Xbox Party Chat. We could do that." And he was like, "Ah," so he had to set up and do something, and it would have been a lot easier if we'd have just did a Discord uh
Right.
group chat like that, like a party, a Discord party. So I do see this being beneficial, because I do
Beneficial,
know,
very.
like, because if you do have somebody playing on PlayStation, you know what I'm saying? Like, it'll be easier to do this than doing the in-game voice chat, which you would have to
Right.
do. I know I tried to play with people on Call of Duty, and you got to talk to them in voice, like in the actual game. And sometimes that's worse than anything else. Like, you would rather use PSN network party chat or the Xbox party chat. Like, so I definitely think this is a win for Xbox. And it's crazy that Xbox got it first, from that little story I told you where it seemed like
Right.
PlayStation might be
Investment.
getting it first.
Anything's
So
possible, man. These
yeah,
days.
exactly. So, but I think this is a big thing. Hopefully, eventually, and to get more integrated. I think it said like this isn't a Discord app on Xbox. So hopefully they'll work that out eventually and just keep the ball rolling, and just merge everything, man. I feel like gaming is changing, and this is definitely a must needed win for console gamers and Xbox.
Sure.
All right. But yeah, man. Was there anything else you wanted to talk about this? Anything else we forgot to talk about?
No, man, I think we covered it all today.
Okay. That's what I like to hear. So we're gonna go ahead and wrap up the show. So, of course, thank you guys for making it to the end of the Gamers Anonymous podcast. I know it seemed like I was about to not make it. I'm still coughing and things like that. Seeming just something in my throat right now, but and I ran out of water. So, I just want to go ahead and thank you guys for making it. It's about that time. Just let us know what you guys think in the comments. Just go ahead. What do you guys think about As Dusk Falls and Stray? What do you guys think about Xbox might purchase Netflix? We don't know. It's just an assumption. An analyst thinks so. And what do you guys think about? Were you guys happy about Xbox getting Discord integration and things like that? So just let us know down in the comments, man. You can follow me on Twitter at Donny Tres, DONNYTR, the number 3S. Go ahead and hit me up on there. Follow me. I'll follow you back, and let me know what you guys thought about the latest podcast and about these topics that we just discussed. Um, Also, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the Gamers Anonymous podcast on YouTube, and also go ahead and follow us and subscribe to us on, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and Anchor, whatever podcasting platform you're listening to us on right now, or your favorite podcasting platform. Go ahead and follow us, and if you could, please leave us a review. We would really love to hear what you guys think about the show. And then plus it would just help us out as well, especially if you give us a very, very, very good review. So, but other than that, Shane, where could the people follow you at?
On Twitter, that's at Turk That's TURPTECH. That's at Turk. Don't be afraid to reach out. Don't be afraid to give me some criticism, asking questions, lend a hand, whatever. Ask me anything. Want to play some games? If you in some games I play, see something I'm playing, hey, I'll shoot you my gamer tag. I'm with it, man. We're not scared over here. This is what we love to do. And like I
Yes,
always
sir.
say, we don't do it because we have to. We do this because we love to. So
Yes.
as always, we brought y'all another one. We're gonna keep up with it. We're just gonna keep improving. Right now, we're trying to get our craft down right. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to mold it, get it perfecting everything. One video at a time. You know what I'm saying? But things is definitely going to improve, and things has definitely been getting better. So I'm proud. I'm just gonna keep it moving.
Yes, sir. Oh, yeah, yeah. We definitely come a long way. I can't believe we're getting to episode 50. The next episode is episode 50. We definitely got to do something special, some kind of giveaway, something, just to show everyone thanks, you know. Because that's a huge accomplishment. And then after that, the next one would be episode 100. So thank you guys for making it to the end. Like I said, please share the podcast, subscribe, and of course we'll see you guys again next time. Of course, it's been fun, it's been real, but of course I just want to let you guys know, never stop gaming. Deuces.